Why did I watch this? I don't know. Like, nobody told me to. I could have done any other film, and I decided to do a film that hurts my eyes and my mind.
Warning, this video contains opinions, jokes, and low quality footage. If you do not like any of the above mentioned, click out now. Please stay, I need views.
I'm sorry if I sound like I have the flu. My nose has been acting up lately. What's up, casual viewers? My name is Wanga, if you did not know, and today we'll be doing our first episode of Spoiled. And what better way to start it off with the movie that failed 10 years ago? Why? Because I felt like it. Why? Because I felt like it. And you know what? Maybe, okay, I lie. Maybe we're watching it because I'm watching the series now. Don't hate me for just starting the series. I saw it on Nickelodeon. I didn't really like it at the time. Mind you, I was probably like 8 or something. So, but I'm watching it now. So, does that matter? No, not in this context. Anyways, so if you may or may not know, actually, you don't know because I've never told anybody this. I have never made a video. But the way Spoiled works is it has a ranking. We go by plot, dialogue, acting and voice acting skills, soundtrack, film quality, which includes special effects, story slash character development, Rotten Tomatoes versus Wanga. My favorite part. You've probably watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. And if you haven't, then you should. It's a great series. But if you've watched The Last Airbender, you should really contemplate what you're doing with your life and your Netflix subscription. The Last Airbender is like Avatar: The Last Airbender, but take out all the good parts, yeah, all of those, and add in dry, choppy dialogue. Like the driest. Like, it is like when you roast chicken without putting foil over it and without putting like butter and marinating. Yeah, that. And you sprinkle salt and you expect it to taste nice. What were you doing, bro? Like, what were you doing saying, hey, you know how in Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's like this thing that Kiara does? I hope that's her name. That Kiara does. Where she basically goes, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the fire, the water, and then the Fire Nation attacked. Yeah, that. Let's make that throughout the whole movie. It was trash. Because instead of showing most of it, they told me most of it, and that means dialogue took up at least 82% of this film. With most of the dialogue, I was like, no, don't do that. It was so boring. They showed so much information through boring dialogue that I honestly just I couldn't do it. Like, I was. It was dry and choppy and like it felt like it needed life. Remember that chicken we were talking about? Yeah, like it needed lamb spice and barbecue sauce. Mixed it nicely, glossing it over, adding a stick of butter on the inside so it wouldn't be dry. No, they decided to just put salt. Salt? They probably didn't even put salt. That's how dry it was. Most people said that the film actors were bad, like the actors that did it were bad. I'm like, I don't think they were that bad. I just think that they were terrible for it. Can't help it, but every time the actors come on, you just want them to show life. Like, I'm sorry, the people I knew from Avatar: The Last Airbender, even though I haven't watched it, were so much fun. Aang wasn't as meh 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 as he is here. Like, honestly, Aang was very active, one. And two, he was entertaining. They do not have this and that. The Aang I know is not the one in this movie. The Zuko I know was very funny, yet like, just annoying sometimes. He felt like an annoying older brother, which he is. And it was like, yeah, I didn't get that from this one. This one just like, bora, man. Like, he's boring. Like, I couldn't. And then Kiara, I'm gonna call her Kiara. she also was bad. I think like it's. Oh, and also not to mention, I heard her voice most of the movie because she was doing the dialogue for everything. She was telling me what was happening 80% of the time, and personally, I didn't like that. I also didn't like Prince Zuko. Like, sorry, yeah, I just. Is that his name? Not Zuko. Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, I didn't like the Fire Prince. I thought he was boring. I didn't like the uncle. I thought he was boring. I didn't like anybody. Everybody was boring. I didn't see any interest in it. Even Appa was boring. How do you make a flying bison boring? Like, how do you get to that level of terribleness that you make something that's supposed to be so cool boring? Oh, and hi, yeah, sorry. I just wanted to say, isn't it pronounced ang, not ang? Like, I'm sorry, like, it actually bothered me at some point. I was like, why do they keep pronouncing it like that, bro? Get it right. It's ang. I didn't hear one. What can be said, bro? Like, really, what can be said? It was made in 2010. It didn't leave me in awe. It didn't make me want more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it just, it was there. An action scene was there to be there. And for an action movie, I was really bored. Especially fantasy action. Are you telling me, bro, you managed to mess up two genres? Nah. Mm-mm. 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 I felt nothing for those characters. Like, literally nothing. I was like, half the time, because I felt no sadness when people died. If anyone died, I don't remember anyone dying. Sorry, I'm trying to remember if anyone did. I felt nothing for people that fell in love, nothing for people that got hurt, nothing for no one, because like this was a very boring movie, and it didn't grip me enough to care. Most films do this. Most films often rush people to going through things, which makes me feel like I can't care quick enough. This one did quite the opposite actually. It was just really slow to such a point that I didn't care enough. I don't know how they did this. I don't know how it came through their minds to do this. Like, how did they ruin such a good franchise, bro? How do you. It's like, you know what? It's like it was directed by the same people that did Teen Titans Go. How did you ruin such a good franchise and made it like this? Nothing to say anything. Your opinions have been said. I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, though. You know the tea. I'm just. You know, I'm not really, into DC or anything. But I'm just saying, the Teen Titans franchise has just gone down the drain multiple times. I feel like I need to repeat that. I'm not saying anything, though, but I just feel like the Teen Titans franchise has gone down the drain multiple times. That's all I'm saying. This movie moves on very quickly. Like, everything is very fast paced. It's like, but in a slow motion, because things moved like it moved because it had to skip episodes, clearly, because it's based off of a series. There were episodes that skipped so it could make up the major plotline of the movie and whatever fish paste. It just didn't do it. Things got like Katana. What is her name? We have Aang, Zuko, Katara. Okay, Suka. So Katara is basically explaining how Zuko fell in love, but like that also was very rushed, but in a slow manner. Like, that happened in the last 10 minutes of the film, and you expect me to believe that they're in such deep love that when she becomes the moon, he stops. What? Why did I watch this? I don't know. Like, nobody told me to. I could have done any other film, and I decided to do a film that hurts my eyes and my mind. All I can say is the story and character development was whack. I didn't like it. So let's read what the critics at Rotten Tomatoes said, the basic critic consensus. The Last Airbender squanders its popular source material with incomprehensible plotting, horrible acting, and detached, joyless direction. 5%. I felt like this deserved a 3. So, whilst they scored a 5%, in Rotten Tomatoes, I scored a 3%. And Wanga, carrots. Yeah, Wanga carrots, right. Or maybe I should do a fruit, because tomatoes are fruits. Now I'm gonna go with carrots. The Last Airbender takes the most well-known animated series and ruins it. Thanks, M. Night.
Few moments later.
I low-key forgot to do an outro. So, I'm here to say thanks, M. Night Shyamalan, for ruining other people's childhoods. Because I didn't watch this, so it didn't ruin mine. Can't wait for the live-action remakes by Disney. Anyways. And then the Fire Nation attacked. Hi. It didn't leave me in awe. I felt like most of it was rushed. The thing is, this movie moves on.
What? You can't do that. You can't do that. No, don't. That's much better.
This was. Next up. Anyways, moving on to the soundtrack.
My name is Ong.
My name is Jeff.